Have you ever met someone who just turns your world upside down in the best possible way? For me, a quiet bookstore owner who found comfort in the pages of fantasy novels, that person was Harper. This is their story, a tale of love that blossomed in the most unexpected of places. Mia's life was a carefully curated collection of cozy moments. Her bookstore, The Wandering Page, was her sanctuary, filled with the scent of old paper and fresh coffee. She knew every regular by name and could recommend a book for any mood. Her own story, however, felt unwritten. She'd had her heart bruised before and had since built walls around it, preferring the predictable love stories in her books to the messy reality of her own. Then, one rainy Tuesday, Harper walked in. She wasn't just walking, she was a whirlwind of vibrant energy, with a bright pink umbrella dripping onto the welcome mat and a smile that could outshine the gloomy weather. She was looking for a book on urban gardening. Mia, usually so composed, found herself fumbling for words. There was something about Harper, the way her eyes crinkled when she laughed, the passion in her voice as she talked about growing tomatoes on her tiny apartment balcony, that felt different. It was electric. Harper started visiting the bookstore regularly, not always to buy books, but to chat with Mia. They talked about everything and nothing. They discovered a shared love for bad sci-fi movies, a mutual disdain for cilantro, and a deep appreciation for a perfectly brewed cup of tea. With every conversation, a tiny crack appeared in the walls around Mia's heart. Harper wasn't just a customer anymore. She was becoming a friend, a confidant, a bright spot in Mia's routine. Mia found herself looking forward to Harper's visits more than she'd ever admit. She'd de-save the last blueberry muffin for her or put aside a new book she thought Harper might like. These small gestures were Mia's language of affection, quiet and unassuming. She was falling, and it was terrifying. Her past experiences whispered warnings in her ear, reminding her of the pain of vulnerability. Could she risk it again? One evening, as they were closing up the shop, Harper looked at Mia, her usual bright smile softened by the dim lighting. "You know," she began, her voice gentle, "I feel like I can really be myself when I'm here with you." Mia's heart did a little flip. It was the opening she had been both dreading and hoping for. Taking a deep breath, Mia decided to be brave. She confessed that she felt the same, that her quiet world had become so much richer since Harper had stumbled into it. That night, under the soft glow of the bookstore's fairy lights, they shared their first kiss. It wasn't like the dramatic kisses in the movies. It was gentle, hesitant, and utterly perfect. It was a promise of a new chapter, one they would write together. In that moment, Mia realized that love wasn't about avoiding getting hurt. It was about finding someone worth the risk. Their relationship wasn't a fairy tale, but it was real. They had disagreements, moments of doubt, and days where life just got in the way. Mia had to learn to voice her fears instead of retreating into her shell. Harper had to learn to slow down and appreciate the quiet moments Mia cherished so much. They learned to navigate their differences, to communicate, and to support each other's dreams. Harper helped Mia find the courage to start a community writing workshop at the bookstore, and Mia was Harper's biggest cheerleader when she expanded her balcony garden into a small community project. Their love wasn't just about the grand romantic gestures. It was in the everyday moments. It was Harper bringing Mia coffee in the morning just the way she liked it. It was Mia reading aloud to Harper from a new novel before they went to sleep. It was holding hands while walking through the park, stealing glances at each other, and knowing they had found their person. It was building a life together, one book, one tomato plant, one shared laugh at a time. Their story is a beautiful reminder that sometimes the greatest adventures aren't found in far-off lands, but in the quiet corners of a bookstore, with the right person by your side. It's about the courage to be vulnerable, to open your heart even when you're scared, and to find that real love isn't about perfection, but about finding someone who sees your flaws and loves you not in spite of them, but because of them. It's about finding your own happily ever after, right where you are. For anyone out there who feels like their story is still unwritten, or who is afraid to take a chance on love, remember Mia and Harper. Sometimes the most beautiful chapters of our lives begin with a simple hello on a rainy day. Be brave, be open, and you might just find your own whirlwind of vibrant energy who turns your world upside down. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health or needs someone to talk to, please remember that help is available. You can reach out to crisis hotlines or mental health professionals. You are not alone. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.